Uh, okay. Welcome. Another day of Vanguard. In the march toward the server shutting itself down. It is 28th of July. 31st, in 3 more days, it shuts down at about 6 p.m. For the most part, this is me just capturing the game in its areas. Let's go on. Okay, yesterday before I quit, we ended at the Camelot Landing. I pretty much checked out all this junk, and don't think I checked this one. But we are going to check out the rest of this place. So, let's get going. Back when I quit, this had been started, I think. Well, the Camelot stuff. They were starting to add that in as the end game. But I never quite made the level to actually fiddle with it. It was pinging me down there. The fuck? Okay, that's aimed maybe? This kind of looks like the airship out there, and you can see the colors. Junk. Five dots. This one huge ass dungeon. Yeah, I would have sucked at the zone. The fact that it's all party, I simply would never have come here. Where is everything? Actually pretty damn barren. Then this is the stone mine. There really shouldn't be anything butting up against it. Getting that. Where are some days I feel like I'm losing my voice. Yeah, if you don't talk much, you should totally try to stream for 5 to 6 hours each day, rambling on, and then for a couple of hours at night, sit there and sing the ABC song. Make your kid fall asleep. It almost sounds like a different person talking the next day sometimes. Constructs of lightning, that kind of worries me. Turn that way. Unfortunately, this place doesn't really have a whole lot of different features so far. It just kinda looks like the Ulvari place with the spires jutting out in weird places. And there's no real buildings, there's just these deflated ships. Korean devours. Construct fire. I'm greatly unimpressed with this actually. Whoa. Spiders? Oh no, that's not a spider. Yeah, this better have one hell of a story or it would annoy the shit out of people playing this. Hey look. AQD something something. AQD mobile something division. Whoa. That's over there. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Okay. Demolitions expert, tripwire. Got a little clicky. Throwing shit at him. Mobile Riftway division. I just realized that these are like elephant heads, tusks, and it's got beams shooting out of the eyes. I'm tempted. Another one down there. To go through the beams, but there's always the off chance that that might kill me. Now that's probably just me reading into how intricate they made it, but that would be a really bad thing to try and figure out at the last moment. Kind of fly through it and then zap. Yeah, I'm not digging this zone. Toss it between the east and this zone as hideous zone ever. Oh. Okay. Okay, look, we're named. Let's 6 dots. Oh shit. Fortunately, I didn't think about that till after. You kind of want to stay away from names. They sometimes have abilities that will do things to you. Because they are usually, though not always, made Tanaka. They're usually made with abilities in mind to better caps. They're usually made with abilities that will get players from a distance. They expect a player to try and run away from it, or to kite them. And so they have anti-kiting abilities that will give somebody a bad day. But better caps. Yeah, this island's a huge bust. With regards to how interesting it looks. Which is sad. Visually, these zones need to tell a story that isn't only told through the quests, which I'm going to guess the NPCs actually probably unfold the story for you. Because it's endgame. Whereas a lot of the land of Vanguard, you can look at it and probably make guesses at the story. Here it's just kind of like, oh, there's shit crashed and here's a glowy skull thing shooting at the center and they're trying to blow it up, we think. Good luck figuring out the rest without NPCs. Pretty much I just run through here, in here, and then this zone might as well not exist for purposes of me overflying it to remember what it is. Whoa! There's stuff down there. Woohoo! The game randomly dumped me onto the ground? That was not nice. The second I touch ground, I will die. Wigging out because every time I fly near an eyeball, I think it's gonna zap me with something, because in almost every game I played that had the eyes, they tend to like cast gazes at you or something. So me floating kind of near the ground, I'm expecting random blasting out of the sky. Nothing down there? Nope. I'll laugh if they actually have a dungeon in here someplace. Because I will end up having to zerg my way into it and die a hilariously swift death. It's all rhinos and eyeballs. No roaming names. If there were epic targets up, I actually more likely would not see them anymore, due to the fact that there are groups of high levels that have been banding together to take down, I guess you would say, world bosses. They're pretty much running around doing like a last kill for everything. Oh god. Lizardmans. These in a bit. The fog really needs to stop. I know atmosphere and all, but fog needs to stop. Cartheon Devourer. Canis. Reaper. Those aren't breaking off very fast. In fact, they're kind of staying on. I only make mention of that because that's not good. That. Oh, look. Can you go in? Cartheon Sanctuary. Akina? Huh. I'll look her names up. Dots. Oroth. Oh shit. Yep, that happened what I was thinking. It's a lesser drake. I wonder what it's guarding in that little pit. I was near that little bolt. Oh, god damn it. I don't know why I'm buffing. Stuff hitting me. It's just like bad day written all over it. What? I'll travel along here. And then go up here. Check anything I missed. I can't levitate in this area. I have revive sickness. I wonder how the overflights still work though. Yet levitate doesn't work. There's more than likely some lore reason for that, or it's just a weird mechanic that they need turned off for whatever reason. It being because of some issue wouldn't surprise me, for the fact that I know a lot. Oh god, that looks like that. I know a lot of the systems don't play nice with each other. What killed me anyways? It's a Drakeling. That means those probably either fly, or I got too close and it was. Let's see. Okay, I'm afraid I won't be able to see this. Whatever. Hey, here comes the fog. This is much. Really a bit much. I didn't know that there was gonna be something here. I would be like, holy shit. Combination, Devour Trooper. Shouldn't do that because shit's gonna be at the very top or come running up the steps. Say hi. Normal Eye Lords. Troopers. Tabernacle. Likely there's named around here someplace. What is this? This totally looks like Yaniri Sagril. Fuck is attacking me? Don't go up that. I started freaking out because mobs are a bit weird with the walls. They sometimes can just go run up them, and when they're going up the walls, they sometimes go actually into the mountain. And when they go into the mountain, they pretty much warp up, and Like surprise butt sex. Preston. Oh shit, it's those drakelings. Those things fucking flurried me last time. Curious NPC just chilling out in the corner. Like Cthulhu coming out of the wall. And oh no, don't do that. Oh shit. That's me being dead. I did not know I could do that. And here's a clicky thing. And that was, I guess, the attack from this guy. I got killed by flurry again, but and my shield absorbed one. Hey, I hit it for 3 damage. Man, I was getting flurried. What the hell did he cast? Yeah, he's cast that giant ass AoE. That's the only thing I was worried about. That he would do something. I'll fly around here. Up through there. And that's it for this island. 2 deaths. Showing this off. Hey. Cross that. I don't want to know if this is housing or not, and I'll just check this out and then get on across my way north. I keep seeing this in the distance. No telling what it is. I'm leaning towards its housing. Terraces and stuff. Yep. Housing. And I would expect this area to be pretty damn full. People want to be right next Camelot things. This is end game. We'll be dealing with this for a while. Back far away. Have to be near the gate. Demether. 2010. Holy shit. GG. Timoleon. Ball. 29 people on at about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I like how I'm a level 33 in some of the more dumber places. anybody else doing who all is like looking at that going, why is he there? I see docks, I'm like, I'll go look at that. I will leave that spawn there. If anybody in the distance sees a boat, they're like, what the fuck? I've been contemplating what to do on the last day of the server. Really not a whole lot to do. I can either plant myself at a particular point, crafting, or be in the middle of doing something, or fly out to the ocean and be like lost at sea. This has a dock for some reason. Question is why? This. Okay, there's a fallen statue of it's just an arm chilling. Where's the rest of the dude? It might be buried somewhere. Sometimes you'll be able to puzzle out what the hell it was supposed to be. If there's like a head kind of chilling out, poking out. But it looks like you won't be able to figure out what the hell that is. I wonder if we're supposed to believe that there was a connecting land right there. And that's why they put the docks over here. Or speculation. Anyways. I just gotta go through here and pretty much overflowing all this. Where we are going to probably go is the cleft. But I kind of want to follow the path up, so that's gonna be a very, very bad flight. I may try and rift over to Three Valleys. Let's try not to piss off the dragon this time and get hit by that giant circle of fire. Oh. Mouse controls gone wild. Fucking fog. Oh god, now I remember. There actually is, I think, a minus fog thing. Vanguard fog off. Let me see if this command works still. It used to back in the day. Oh, thank you, Lord. I'd forgotten about it until I actually thought about it. This is how the land is supposed to look. And it takes away, well, it's supposed to look, and how it's designed to look are different things. This is with that no fog, so I can actually see where the fuck I'm going. Back in the day when I played, there were a lot of hidden commands that you could do. And people used them because while atmospherically it was okay, this is night and day on how the zone looks. I was getting fogged to this tree and things were barely coming into focus, and it was just ass. So now I can actually see where the hell I'm going. There is a slight issue with it though. You can argue and say that this wasn't how the game was intended to be shown, but the opposite of that is I would actually like to show the game. And seeing fog up 5 feet from me is not really me showing the game. What the hell is down here? Hungry hippos. Oh, so that's how they connected this. And whatever is behind me needs to break off. If I remember right, turning off the fog actually helped performance. You could see all this out here, but oddly enough, it was better to actually see things than lag versus lag and see nothing in the distance. This reminds me of that layer of black wings or whatever on the southeast part of this map. Go up. Okay, I don't know where anymore. Huh. I remember this being in game either at launch or after launch, but I noticed it when I came over to Bethesda. I don't know what's gonna happen if I head in here. Okay, just went. I forget if this is the old castle. I just know that this place got rebuilt. There's some lore about where the old place is. I just can't remember anymore. Was it there at the start of the game? I remember always looking out and seeing like this dome thing. I just don't know if it was enterable or not. Apparently, someone's telling me that that was for the Raid Griffin town event. Yeah. Well, I know they reused a lot of the land. So it's like possible to remember certain areas in multiple ways. Which is really bad. I just remember seeing it because when I was here at Friends, we'd fallen down here and we were just circling the castle trying to find different entrances. And we got over to one of these sides and we could see it off in the distance. If any of you guys remembers, I finally explored all this a day or two ago. Was all of this at launch housing areas? Because I found like a cave in two different spots, and one of them was probably the deepest dungeon-like cave I've ever seen. But it was absolutely empty, and it's under a bunch of housing. And that kind of flipped me out. started getting paranoid that maybe they literally erased all the monsters. Yeah, I noticed that in some of these places there's a bunch of random valleys that you really can't get to, but there's like just random monsters in places. And then at the chunk lines it just cuts off. And just overflying and seeing all these housing areas, it like was bumming me out because I was like, oh man, there must have been something here at one time. And they just erased it because they needed land space. Yeah, I'm gonna try a rift over here someplace. I've pretty much covered everything from this line over, and I'm gonna be looking through the last of this now. Full side. Yeah, there's a lot of places that holy crap, a person. Yeah, there were places I remember wanting to go, just never got around to it. Well, I've been out there, I just don't know what it was before. Oh. I can get there from free reverse. Yeah, I've been here a couple times. I've been pretty much hitting every single zone and trying to run around all the cities. Almost been streaming for an hour. I'm kind of surprised I haven't fallen through the world yet. Hmm. And like that. Let's see which one sees it. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up with chat for you to explain that one. I fall constantly. It happens to me all the time. It's been since launch. If you skirt along the ground really fast, usually takes a mount. This happens. And this is on multiple, I've had this happen on multiple computer rigs, so it's not something unique to my setup. Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones where it just doesn't like me. Like, I get stuck on my own boat. Yeah, like when I'm going over mountains, I'll just fly up, but I won't try and dodge them too much, and I'll let the mountain push me up like that. If I do that for too long, I will go right through the wall. I gotta figure out where the hell I was. I was just trying to follow the pathway up. I'm like, oh, this is how you got here. I think one of the two most annoying things so far is the falling through the world and getting stuck on my own boat. For some reason, when I'm boating around, the game, after a short few moments, will actually put me like below deck, and I'll see like a little cube where I'm supposed to be standing. What is it? And then when I try and exit off my boat, I end up in the middle, jumping over and over. Yeah, with all the islands in the game, I wanted to use my boat. But I ran into that bug and it was literally impossible to use my boat to boat around the islands. I hear you, to woot. Funny enough, last night somebody logged in and was talking in chat in game, and they were talking about starting up the game again. And everybody pretty much had to tell the person, the game is shutting down. I don't know which way I was supposed to be going. Yeah, oh, I know they had nobody really working on it too much. It was pretty much the other devs at SOE. If they got bored, they probably helped out, but yeah. And yeah, that person that logged in at the very end is like, oh, this is my first MMO. They were emoting like a sob and goodbye. And then they left. Yeah, I see actually a lot of people talking about the emulator or supposed emulator that people are trying to make, but I have no idea how that's even going to work. Because I can only imagine how much of a mess the code is. I think they literally had to do a whole rewrite, but who's going to front the money for that? Oh yeah. About the only game I've seen actually fix a bad launch would be Final Fantasy XIV. They literally worked on it as much as they could and realized it was just too broken, and they kept it on like life support, tinkering with it, and in the end they shut it down and threw out the code. And then relaunched it. But I'm not sure if the Sony considered this game really theirs, so I don't think they have too much invested in it. Well, beyond money. They don't care if the IP goes to waste or not.
Looking for adventure?
Let me guess, you can't find the Pope.
That phrase, you can't find the pub, I actually thought it was saying that I couldn't find the Pope at first, until I realized that it's just a really bad accent. Kinda surprised this place let me in. My Dark Elf had such bad faction. part of the game. Pretty much insta kill everywhere.
Looking for adventure?
Invisible wall. Try to look down. Did they turn these things off? I semi-remember they actually might have given you something back in the day, but every one I've clicked so far, it does absolutely nothing.
Well met, stranger.
Counterclockwise. They all have the exact same cloth hanging up. That was only one section. I think the one thing that surprised me the most checking out all these newbie zones is some of these places at the low levels have some of the biggest dungeons I've ever seen. And that's versus higher level ones where they're like super small but densely packed. Forget if it's in the mountains here. There was like this spider cave that started going down, and it was like this huge dwarven place down there if you went deep enough. And funny enough, I'm actually getting discoveries on drops because I sometimes can't resist killing a named. Yeah, and there's like a sign outside of it where it's missing a couple letters. So you can't exactly see what it is, so you go in there. But yeah, I think I've gotten 2 discoveries on item drops. Did they reset the databases? Or did I literally find new loot that's not dropped for anybody before? But you were the first to discover this. I was like, what? Okay, I wasn't sure. I know in EverQuest 2 the database every once in a while got reset, so everybody was finding things that you knew somebody had found before. I think one of them was off some golem that spawns in the gnome dungeon next to the city that got closed off. all the same statues. Funny enough, the only thing I can remember from old Dwarf City from back in the day was being in the crafting area. I think after that I left the place. Never actually been down in any of this. The hell?
Let's see what you got.
Why would they have instructors out here?
Let me guess, you can't find the Pope.
Nothing in them. Fix the stairs. I have a bad feeling it's gonna take me an hour just to walk through this whole place. that I'm too low for.
Leave me be.
They really, really needed some end of the world type event.
What now?
Did Roland and Kobold done?
That's the opposite side. Painting is popular, it's in multiple rooms.
Need help? Fetch me an ale, will ya?
So much.
Listen close now, mate. Fetch me an ale, will ya? Yeah.
help ya?
How can I assist you?
The
Fighting the
ambassador.
good fight.
Ah, doors.
Need help? Fetch me an ale, will ya?
Hmm. I'm kind of surprised that you can't attack him. In a couple of the cities, I've noticed the head
Aye.
people have all caps names. I wasn't sure if they let you kill the leaders or not. It's something I wanna say I remember hearing about, but there was a lot of random speculation and supposedly able to do this and that mechanics.
Need help?
I just ran by. Oh. Price pick. Miracle Heal. Hall of Creation. Crafting. I so much wanted to like the crafting, but it was tedious on a whole nother level. I think the only game that's come close to how many random things you had to do is probably Final Fantasy XIV. But even then, they had to chop out and pull out all the... You need to make all these little pieces before you can make the main item. They switched that over to the more higher end items needed multiple pieces.
What?
Buggy.
Be gone now.
Right click. Good to know, farewell. So they've managed to either break this or my faction's not high enough that he kind of hates me. Isn't talking to me.
Looking for adventure?
What do you want?
I gotta remember to cycle through my characters. Some of them are able to make certain things that I want to play with. I want to say I have one that can build a boat, but I can't remember which character it is. Eh. So empty, so empty. Oh, that's right. I come back around. Just comparing this place to, say, the Dark Elf City. Dark Elves kind of got shafted. Part of this whole room here could fit all the areas, and this is just some little itty bitty corner compared. Under X General Goods.
If it ain't dwarvish, it's crap. Now leave me be.
There should be global exchange someplace here.
What can I do for you?
Oh, that's a nice helm. Makes me look crazy, but nice. Yeah, that would have been an upgrade. Poor armor, it'll never get upgraded. Probably because I have no unlocks. Open? Yes, it does. Oh god. Don't tell me I gotta go up there. Well, on a better note, I think I started over here and I'm slowly going over to here. Just going, well, an exception to this, but just searching around the city makes me remember at the launch of the game that you were in a party but your inventory was full, or you need to go learn a skill and you had to come to a town and you were in a rush and you needed to unload and learn things. That quick trip to town pretty much always ended. Oh, there goes the exchange. And your party members yelling at you.
Can I help you?
Search. Dude, still charging a. I think it's a plat. Or a flying mount. Type. Slot. What the hell slot is? Mount speed enhancement. How do you make it go faster? What would that be? Here. Mount search anything. Slot play mounts. Or flying. Oh. Only enhancement I see talks about it being off a city faction vendor. Ah. Find anything? Oh, snap. It actually opened and threw me back. Oh. That's funny. Denial of coin. Ah, it didn't knock me back this time. Oh, there goes.
What?
All these little wacky features. Cables.
What can I do for ya?
What can I do for you? Off with you.
Character's too retarded to wear anything. High level.
Alright then.
Oops.
Well met, stranger.
Fire bore. I kind of wish they unlocked a lot of the mounts at the very end. You could at least get to play with certain things. But no.
I'm sure I have what you need.
Brew Tavern.
boss, friend.
Remember thinking these were forges.
Good luck to ya. Perfect timing, stranger.
If it ain't Warvish, it's crap. Better quality you'll never find.
Normally it has some weird effect. Really doing nothing. Thunder Axe Mine. Really shouldn't. Oh. I'm gonna guess there's a quest that gets you access. Huh. Unless anybody knows how to get into there, then I'll have to skip it and try to remember it later. If I can get to it. I don't know if I was supposed to come out here. That's a lot of miners. Odd that they are all just kind of chilling here. But gotta move on. That would make like a cool stained glass window. Holy crap, I think I'm done with the city. There was a back way out of this place. I kind of wanted
You
to.
been rolling in cobalt dung?
Back there, but
So be it.
what do you mean? There was a back exit I want to try and go out of. I bumped into it. I gotta re-find it again. That way. Hold. I think it's this way. Or not. Damn it. So many places to visit in game. Wow. The only places I'm kind of bummed I couldn't visit are the high level areas. For the most part, I've had to fly over them, but some of them unfortunately are in buildings, and a flying mount does not work there. Exit. Ah, damn. And I just realized it is now another day that I forgot to install a custom UI. They turned off the station cache button thing that opened up the market, and every time you zone, it reminds you that you have X amount of items left to claim. Well, from what I understand, you can't claim your items except through that window. And supposedly the custom UIs are able to at least pop up the window. I wanted to see if I could claim things through there. Oh, no, you can't jump out. That's not fun. I like the fact that for the most part it'll let you fall to your death for being dumb. Bummer. Who had the quest?
Looking for adventure?
Okay, Was that the entrance? Huh. Way up, 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 up. In a lot of places I've managed to find some pretty weird things on cliffs though. I got all kinds of happy after I found this flying mount somebody had put up for like either 5 or 10 gold or something stupidly low like that. At first I was literally renting the 5-minute mounts. So I had 5 minutes to get from the flight masters to over whatever place I want to look at. And that's not as easy as it sounds. Especially after you got kicked off your mount and then you had to try and find another vendor to sell you another one. Or you got killed because it dropped you in the middle of a bunch of crap. That goes through the mountain. Up. Doing that. Now down. They have walls in such weird places. Like, no, you can't go over that. You go around it. Where am I? Oh, nowhere near there. Well, yeah, I know you have parachute, but if you drop into the middle of level 50 monsters as a level 33, that doesn't help you one bit. I still remember when you didn't have parachute. You go across a chunk line and you had to pray that your character was still on its mount, which it wasn't always. Huh. Where does that go through to? I'm guessing these are just for show and it's not actually enterable. Memories of just falling out of the sky. You see your character falling. It was just like, well, that happened. It was rage-inducing yet funny at the same time. Was there only one way to do that? Where this heads. cleft, shield in there, side entrance. Check that out. Find some secrets. Probably for a quest. Shiny. Okay, that's that road. What are you doing out here?
Listen close now, mate. Fetch me an ale,
So I
will
guess
ya?
undead are around here someplace. Frightened Mountain Bay. I wonder if somebody who actually leveled here